Once upon a time, in a vast and ancient forest, there lived a playful fairy named Fay. Fay was not like any ordinary fairy, for she had a wonderful curiosity about the world around her. She was fascinated by the lush trees, the colorful flowers, and the many creatures that inhabited her enchanting forest. Fay's favorite place was beneath the towering oak tree in the heart of the forest. It was a place of pure awe, where she could watch the ever-changing seasons and the dance of life from within her home. One bright morning, Fay decided to embark on a quest to unravel the unknown secrets of her beloved forest. She wanted to understand the intricate web of life that connected every being in this ancient realm. She knew that the forest flourished with life, but she yearned to know how it all worked together, season after season. As she wandered through the underbrush, Fay noticed the leaves falling from the trees. "Autumn has arrived," she whispered to herself. Fay observed how the leaves transformed the forest floor, forming a colorful carpet of red, orange, and yellow. But she was curious about what happened next. In her quest for knowledge, Fay encountered a wise old owl perched high in a tree. The owl, named Oliver, was known for his deep understanding of the forest's secrets. Fay asked, "Oliver, how do these fallen leaves become a part of the forest's life?" Oliver hooted softly and said, "In time, these leaves decay and mix with the soil, creating rich organic matter. It nourishes the trees and plants, providing essential nutrients for their growth. And that's just the beginning of the forest's circle of life." Fay was intrigued and wanted to learn more. She ventured deeper into the forest until she came upon a busy group of squirrels. The squirrels were collecting acorns and burying them in the ground. "Hello, little ones," Fay said. "What are you doing?" One of the squirrels, named Squeaky, replied, "Hello, beautiful fairy. We're storing acorns for the winter. Some we will eat, and others will sprout into new oak trees, providing more amazing oak trees for our grandchildren to enjoy." Fay marveled at how these creatures were actively participating in the cycle of life. The acorns they buried would eventually grow into mighty oaks, providing shelter and sustenance for all the forest's inhabitants. The next season arrived, and Fay eagerly awaited the sight of delicate bluebell flowers pushing through the forest floor. With spring came an abundance of life, so as the forest awoken from its winter slumber. She observed bees, such as Buzzy, the bee pollinating, vibrant blossoms and earthworms wriggling through the soil. Fay approached a friendly frog named Freddy and asked, "Hi, Freddy, how does the forest come alive in spring?" Freddy croaked happily and said, "All the bees, just like Buzzy the bee, help the flowers reproduce by carrying and spreading the pollen from all kinds of plants and trees. The earthworms aerate and feed the soil, making it perfect for plants to grow. They're all part of a big cycle that keeps our forest healthy." Summer bathed the forest in warmth and light, and Fay felt the gentle caress of the sun's rays on her wings. She saw a group of ants working diligently in harmony. They carried food crumbs into their tunnels. Fay asked their leader, Anthony, "Why do you collect all these bits of food?" Anthony the ant replied, "Hi, Fay, it's good to see you. We gather food to feed our colony. What we can't eat, we leave in the tunnels, which eventually turn into rich, fertile soil. It's like a gift to our forest. Each season brought its own magic to the forest. The forest blossomed with life. Caterpillars feasted on leaves and, in time, transformed into delicate butterflies, adding color to the surroundings. The forest vibrated with excitement as animals and birds joined in the vibrant dance of life. Winter's embrace brought peace and rest to the forest. Snow covered the ground and the animals rested. Faye watched over her forest, knowing that this season too was essential for balance and transformation. And unseen to the eyes but felt in the heart of Faye was the presence of a pure and magnificent unicorn. This guardian of the forest watched over Faye, Anthony, Buzzy, Squeaky, and all the forest's creatures, ensuring they thrived in unseen ways. With each season that passed, Faye's understanding grew deeper and deeper. The forest was living, a harmonious symphony where every creature, no matter how small, played a vital role in the precious circle of life. One delicate evening, as the sun painted the sky with shades of pink, blue, and gold, Faye returned to her amazing oak tree. She looked out at the beautiful world that had revealed its secrets to her. Faye knew she was a part of this beautiful cycle of life, connected to every living thing in the forest. Knowing that there is so much more going on than she could ever hope to imagine in the amazing and complex circle of life, Faye whispered her gratitude to the forest and the unseen unicorn guardian. "Good night, dear forest. I am eternally grateful for your wisdom and the circle of life you've shown me. May we all thrive and continue to grow, just as you do, through every season." Not long ago, in the heart of the enchanted forest, lived a group of animals who formed an extraordinary community. Among them was the wise old owl Oliver, the cheerful bunny named Benny, a graceful deer named Dilly, and the playful squirrel called Squeaky. In this lush forest, every creature lived in harmony, and the air was filled with laughter, the rustle of leaves and soft whistlings of the delicate breeze. One sunny day, as the animals gathered near the Clearwater River, Oliver the owl hooted softly and said, "Dear friends, let's embark on a journey to discover the secrets of a fulfilling and joyous life. Together we shall explore the meadows, climb the hills, and venture into the heart of the forest to unlock the treasures hidden within." Excitement filled the air as the animals agreed to this grand adventure. Their journey began with a stroll through the lush meadows, where Benny the bunny hopped along, his ears perked up with joy. Benny loved to share his discoveries, and he taught his friends the importance of gratitude. "Look at the flowers," Benny exclaimed. "Each one is unique and beautiful. Let's take a moment to appreciate the simple joys around us." The animals paused, expressing their gratitude for the colorful blossoms and the warmth of the sun. As they continued their journey, they encountered a peaceful pond. Dilly the deer gracefully approached the water's edge, sharing her wisdom about honesty. "Water mirrors the truth," she explained. "Just as the pond reflects our images, honesty reflects our true selves. Let us be honest and true in all that we do." The animals nodded and smiled in agreement. understanding that honesty was the foundation of strong and meaningful friendships. Further along the path, Squeaky the squirrel rustled ahead, showcasing his compassion. He noticed a tired butterfly struggling to fly. With gentle care, Squeaky helped the butterfly onto a sturdy leaf, demonstrating the power of kindness. Compassion brings us closer and makes our community stronger, Squeaky said joyfully. The animal friends ventured deeper into the forest, reaching the great oak tree, where they encountered Fay the fairy. This loving fairy imparted lessons on respect. Respect for each other, for nature, and for ourselves is the key to a balanced life. The animals embraced these teachings, realizing that gratitude, honesty, compassion, and respect were the perfect keys to a joyful existence. As they reached the summit of Harmony Hill, a breathtaking sight unfolded before them. A great and amazing view of their wonderful home revealed the abundance of life and friendships that surrounded them. The animals felt a deep sense of fulfillment and happiness. Oliver the owl spoke once more. Dear friends, our journey has revealed the secrets to a life filled with joy. Let us carry the lessons of gratitude, honesty, compassion, and respect in our hearts, and may these virtues guide us toward a future of abundance and happiness. A wise old tortoise named Terry then stepped forward, his ancient eyes gleaming with wisdom. My dear animal friends, Terry said, allow me to share a timeless truth. Life may present challenges, and we may not all be swift like the wind. I, Terry the tortoise, was once thought to be too slow, yet I dreamt of reaching the top of this distant hill. With determination, I conquered the challenge and found my own heaven, a place where my dreams blossomed. So always remember, Terry exclaimed, each and every one of you has a unique pace, and every step, no matter how slow or fast, is a step towards your dreams. Embrace your journey, for it is just as wondrous as the destination. Just as I, Terry, found my special place, so you too will you find yours. Dream big, believe in yourself, and let the gentle rhythm of your heart guide you. And so, all the animals returned to their homes together in the enchanted forest, carrying the wisdom of their journey with them. From that day forward, the meadows echoed with even more laughter. The clear water pond sparkled with honesty. The beautiful butterflies whispered tales of compassion, and the great oak tree stood tall, a symbol of the respect that bound them all together. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow on the enchanted forest, the animals nestled in for the night, grateful for the profound journey that had taught them the true meaning of a joyous and fulfilling life. And so, in the heart of the enchanted forest, the animals lived happily ever after, sharing the wisdom of gratitude, honesty, compassion, and respect with generations to come. As the stars twinkled above, casting their gentle glow on the enchanted forest, and the soft embrace of the moonlight, may you feel the warmth of gratitude, the truth of honesty, the kindness of compassion, and the gentle touch of respect. These virtues will cradle you in a cocoon of love, guiding you through the realms of sleep. Know that as you rest, the meadows are whispering tales of joy. The clear water pond reflects the honesty of your heart. The lush forest carries the melodies of your compassion, and the great oak tree stands tall, a keeper of respect. Sleep peacefully, little friends, surrounded by the love and wisdom of the enchanted forest. Tomorrow is a new day, filled with endless possibilities and the joy of living in harmony with the virtues that dance in your dreams. Good night, sweet dreamers. May your night be filled with love and the promise of a beautiful tomorrow. Under the magnificent grand oak tree in the heart of the beautiful and vibrant enchanted forest, Squeaky the squirrel gathered his eager grandchildren, their bright eyes filled with anticipation. Squeaky began, "Let me tell you a tale of Samy the seed, a tiny seed with big dreams. Once upon a time, in this enchanted forest, there was a tiny seed named Samy, planted by your great-grandfather, yes, me. Samy the seed had a big dream to grow into the tallest and strongest tree. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. Sammy's tiny body cracked and a tiny green sprout popped out of the soil. Oh, the excitement! But the world out there, my dear ones, was vast and challenging, and Samy faced many hurdles on his way up. He faced challenges like rain and loneliness, but Samy stood strong. Along the way, a friendly butterfly named Bella guided him, teaching him the joy of dancing in the wind. After many years of perseverance, Samy grew into a magnificent tree, providing shelter for many creatures. His journey taught us that with determination, even a tiny seed can achieve towering dreams. Remember, my dears, each of you has the potential for greatness. Dream big, be patient, and stand tall just like Samy the seed. As the story unfolded, Fay the fairy, unseen by the grandchildren, marveled at the tale. She approached Squeaky and exclaimed, "How can you still be alive when this tree is at least 100 years old?" Squeaky, with a joyful giggle, responded, "I've been asked this before. I think it's just my joyful spirit that keeps me young." Fay, intrigued, couldn't help but be amazed. Suddenly, the largest acorn from the grand oak tree fell between them and sprouted into a new oak sapling within seconds. Fay and Squeaky, along with the grandchildren, witnessed this miraculous event. Fay, astounded, said, "How can that acorn defy time itself? It should have taken months to sprout." Squeaky, his grandchildren, and Fay were left in shock as they observed the leaves falling from the grand oak tree while still green. Fay sensed the magical unicorn guardian's presence and declared, "Something strange yet wonderful is happening. We must go and speak with our friends." Squeaky, smiling, said to his grandchildren, "Come, my precious ones. It's time to go home and prepare for the coming summer. Tomorrow is a new day full of possibilities." The grandchildren, filled with awe and wonder, wished Squeaky good night, expressing their love, and Squeaky felt his heart brimming with joy. The next day, Fay and Squeaky, along with their friends, gathered near the grand oak tree. The peaceful pond, the magical meadow, and the clear water river, where they noticed many signs of disturbance. Freddy, the understanding frog, croaked loudly, signaling that something had changed at the heart of the forest. Benny the bunny hopped over, bringing news from the magical meadow. The flowers were wilting and the children visited less often. Dilly the deer shared her concern about the clear water river drying up. the group decided to seek guidance from Oliver the Owl. Their journey took them far, all the way to Harmony Hill, where Oliver and Terry the tortoise were deep in conversation. Faye then explained the strange occurrences in the forest. Oliver and Terry already knew and was discussing the signs with one another. Terry, with his ancient wisdom, suggested seeking Samy, the grand oak tree, for answers. Terry, being slower than the others, was helped by Dilly, the graceful deer. She lowered herself, and Oliver and Faye assisted Terry onto Dilly's back. Together, they demonstrated that unity and collaboration could overcome any challenges, so they all made their way to the grand oak tree. Oliver and Terry spoke to the great oak called Samy, learning that there is a connection to a place called the Garden of Harmony. It was being weakened due to the young children losing their touch with nature. The remedy was in the precious children returning to a more spiritual and loving innocence. To address the issue, Samy the great oak opened his hidden door, where the animals stepped into, emerging out from the ancient and wise tree that dwelt within the Garden of Harmony. There they met a heavenly family of humans and other animals who taught them the power of prayer. The animals learned to pray for the children, hoping they would rediscover their connection to God and appreciate the beauty of nature. In newfound faith through the power of prayer, by asking the Creator for help, they joyfully and with gratitude returned back into the ancient tree to return to their home, the enchanted forest. After returning to their forest, the animals noticed some children returning to the magical meadow. Although not as many as before, they rejoiced and continued to pray. Oliver then spoke and said, "The power of prayer is already showing its fruits. Let us give thanks to our God and Creator. But let's also take action whilst we continue to pray for God's help." Oliver and Faye then followed the children to their homes on the forest's edge, gathering their animal friends into the children's garden. The animals showcased their ability to communicate with humans, revealing their hope for a return to nature's embrace. The children and their parents marveled at the spectacle, rediscovering their love for the God's creation and the beauty of nature around them. Later that day, the animals returned to their forest. They saw the grand oak tree restored to full health. The fast-growing sapling had grown into a small tree, ready to take the grand oak's place in the future. Oliver, the wise owl, explained the parable of planting seeds of hope, faith, and love in detail. He emphasized the importance of passing on the legacy of love and kindness, creating a better world not just for their time, but for the generations to come. The animals, inspired and grateful, embraced the truth that love, hope, and faith were timeless gifts that could transform the world. The animals realized the secret of Squeaky's age. His loving compassion had blessed him with a long life. They understood that age doesn't define character. It's the love within. The enchanted forest thrived once again, a testament to the enduring power of love, hope, and faith, and a connection with our Creator. Oliver, with his eyes gleaming with love and gratitude, spoke, "My dear friends, today we faced a mystery in our precious home. We discovered the profound power within our unity, the power of prayer, and the importance of love. Now, as the day comes to a close, let us carry this love into our dreams. Close your eyes feel the gentle breeze, hear the rustling leaves, and know that you are surrounded by friends who care for you. The moon is our nightlight, the stars are our lullabies, our God is our comforter and salvation. Sleep peacefully, little ones, knowing that you are cherished and part of something truly amazing. Tomorrow is a new day filled with the wonders of our enchanted forest. Good night, sweet dreamers. May your dreams be as beautiful as the love that surrounds you. In a peaceful pond in the heart of a lush forest lived Freddy the understanding frog. Freddy loved to explore, but today he had a special tale to share, the incredible journey of his own life. Freddy began his story at the water's edge, where he and his froggy friends laid their eggs. These tiny eggs soon hatched into tadpoles, wriggling with excitement in the safety of the pond. Imagine, little ones, we start as tadpoles, swimming with joy, breathing through gills until we grow into little froglets. Freddy explained how tadpoles sprout their back legs first, then front legs, gradually transforming into mini frogs. It's like our own unique transformation, legs, arms, and a tail, turning into a new life. Now comes the fun part, laughed Freddy, showing off his mighty leaps. He explained how frogs are excellent jumpers, catching tasty bugs with their long sticky tongues. We croak to find friends and tell others, "This is my home." Freddy, with a twinkle in his eye, shared the story of finding a special friend, singing and dancing to woo her. We lay our eggs in calm waters, ensuring a safe haven for our tadpoles. Freddy concluded, "And so, my little ones, the circle continues. You tadpoles will become frogs in due time, and frogs become parents just like me. It's the beautiful and delicate dance of life." As the moonlight bathed the pond, Freddy whispered, "Good night, little ones. Enjoy your phase of being tadpoles, swishing through the peaceful pond, and soon you'll become magnificent leaping froggies. Sleep well, and let the wonder of nature surround your dreams." In a garden that is hidden yet not far, where lush meadows meet the majestic heavens, there lived a community of diverse beings, plants, animals, and humans. It is a unique and glorious place where the principles of love, wisdom, and divine order are woven into its very fabric. At its heart stood the most magnificent tree, where the branches stretched wide, providing shade and shelter for all. This wise tree held the ancient knowledge of harmony and shared its wisdom with all who sought understanding. One day, a young tree sapling named Joy, full of enthusiasm and curiosity, seeking guidance, sought this great tree for its everlasting wisdom. The great tree was pleased to help, and so began to share the eternal truth about the law of giving and receiving. "My dear Joy," the great tree said, "in this vast garden of life, each and every being has a purpose that aligns with the divine law. Just as the roots of a tree draw nourishment from the soil and, in turn, provide stability to the tree, so too must you understand the importance of giving and receiving." Joy listened intently as the great tree explained the interconnectedness of all life. "You see, my dear Joy, When you give love, kindness, and compassion to others, you create a cycle of blessings. The more you give, the more you receive, and in this you become a vessel of divine love. As Joy absorbed these profound teachings, she noticed the animals of the garden, the cheerful rabbits, wise owls, and playful birds, all living in harmony, exemplifying the principles of love and balance. Under the great tree of the magnificent garden, embraced by the gentle whispers of the wind and the soothing melodies of nature, there dwelled a family of humans. This family played a vital role in the harmony of life, woven by the grand tree's wisdom. The parents, with hearts entwined in love, were named Grace and Serenity. They possessed the wonderful ability to see the beauty in every flower and the potential for growth in every being. They offered stability and reassurance to their family and all the beings around them. Their children, Mercy and Harmony, were the blossoms of their existence. Mercy, with her kind heart, radiated warmth that touched the very soul of the garden. She had an innate ability to empathize with the smallest creatures, understanding their struggles and joys. Harmony, the embodiment of peace, brought tranquility wherever she went, fostering a sense of unity among the garden's inhabitants. This family embarked on a profound journey of self-discovery, guided by the gentle nudges of the grand tree's teachings. Their path, though adorned with vibrant flowers, was not without challenges. The grand tree, recognizing the need for growth through experiences, allowed them to face tribulations that would become stepping stones toward greater wisdom. Grace and Serenity encountered moments of misunderstanding and disagreement, but through the timeless wisdom of the grand tree, they learned the art of forgiveness. In forgiving one another, they discovered a deeper connection that transcended their individuality, weaving them into the intricate fabric of the garden's unity. Mercy, the compassionate soul, faced instances where her kindness was met with indifference. The grand tree's teachings echoed in her heart, revealing the transformative power of love. With each act of love, she witnessed the blossoming of beauty around her, as if the very essence of the garden responded to her compassionate nature. Harmony, in her pursuit of peace, encountered discord among the garden's inhabitants. The grand tree's whispers guided her to be an instrument of reconciliation, teaching her the importance of acceptance. Through her efforts, she sowed seeds of unity, harmonizing the once dissonant notes of the garden into a symphony of divine melody. As the family embraced the grand tree's teachings, their journey unfolded like a delicate flower, revealing layers of understanding and layers of love. Their unity became a testament to the profound impact of living in harmony with the divine law of love, echoing the very essence of the garden they called home. Amidst the vibrant flowers and flowing streams, all the inhabitants of the garden understood that living in accordance with the divine law brought peace and fullness to their lives. They recognized the destructive nature of judgment, greed, and selfishness, understanding that these paths led away from the harmony they cherished, a wide path that would lead them outside of their precious garden. The great garden always thrived as each being embraced the teachings of the grand tree. The beauty of the garden, both seen and unseen, flourished, and the community radiated love and unity. The young sapling, Joy, grew into a strong and beautiful tree. The great and wise tree whispered a profound blessing. May the seeds of love and wisdom you've sown today blossom into this garden of everlasting joy. Good night, my dear ones. May your dreams be filled with the beauty of a life lived in divine harmony. And so, under the watchful eyes of the stars, all the beings of the garden drifted into a peaceful rest, grateful for the profound lessons that had filled their hearts. In a place not far, near a gentle river, lived a gardener named Gaia and her brother Gabriel. Gaia was a patient gardener who loved to tend to her garden throughout the year. She cherished the changing seasons, understanding that each one had its role in nature. Gaia had a beautiful garden where she grew an array of plants, flowers, and trees. She taught her brother, Gabriel, about the importance of the 4 seasons and how they were vital for maintaining balance and growth in the world. In spring, Gaia explained to Gabriel, the world awakens from its slumber. The trees burst into leaves and the flowers bloom in vibrant colors. This season teaches us patience and the beauty of new beginnings. Gabriel watched as his sister carefully planted seeds and nurtured the young sprouts during the spring. He noticed how Gaia patiently waited for the flowers to grow and never rushed their progress. As the days grew warmer and longer, Gaia shared her wisdom about summer. In summer, the sun shines bright and nature is in full bloom. It's a time of warmth and growth, but it's also a time of hard work. During summer, Gaia and Gabriel worked diligently. Gaia showed her brother how to care for the garden, ensuring the plants received enough water and nutrients. She emphasized the value of diligence and hard work in achieving our goals. Autumn arrived, and Gaia explained its significance. In autumn, the leaves turn golden and fall from the trees. It's a season of change and letting go. We learn to accept the cycles of life. Gabriel saw how his sister gracefully accepted the changing colors of the leaves. She told him that just as the trees let go of their leaves, we too must learn to accept when things come to an end. It's a time to appreciate what we've had and what lies ahead. Finally, winter approached, bringing cold winds and snow. Winter is a time for rest and reflection, Gaia told Gabriel. The world may seem still, but beneath the surface, nature is preparing for rebirth. We learn gratitude during this season. Gabriel observed his sister as she prepared the garden for its winter slumber. Gaia explained that although the garden appeared lifeless, it was essential for the earth to rest. It allowed the soil to replenish itself, preparing for a vibrant spring. Throughout the seasons, Gaia and Gabriel learned from each other. Gaia taught Gabriel the patience to nurture and the diligence to work hard. In return, Gabriel showed Gaia the beauty of change and the acceptance of life's cycles. They discovered that just like the garden, our lives have seasons too. Learning from each season's virtues, we can grow, work hard, accept change, and rest when needed. Gaia and Gabriel appreciated the cycles of nature and the wisdom they provided. Together, they cultivated not only a beautiful garden, but also virtues of patience, acceptance, and gratitude, making their lives and the world a better place. And as they looked upon their thriving garden, they knew that by embracing the wisdom of the seasons, they could nurture the world and inspire others to do the same. With hearts full of understanding and appreciation, they lived their lives in harmony with nature, forever grateful for the valuable lessons they learned from their beloved garden. Good night, my dear ones. May you find understanding and harmony with the cycles of nature and find peace and acceptance in yourselves and in the beauty of nature that surrounds you. Peace and joy be with you. Sleep well, and may your dreams take you to wonderful places. Under the vast blue sky, Blair the bluebird awakes with curiosity. Fascinated by clouds, Blair decides to embark on an adventurous journey to explore their wonders. Soaring through the sky, Blair encounters a friendly swift bird called Scarlet, who teaches him the secrets of clouds. These unique formations play a vital role in nature's balance, Scarlet explained. Blair learns that clouds craft and shape the weather as they maintain the planet's balance. Some clouds bring refreshing rain, nourishing the land and ensuring a vibrant and healthy ecosystem. Others provide shade, regulating the temperature and preventing the world from becoming too hot or too cold. As Blair becomes friends with the clouds, he discovers their dance with the wind. The gentle breeze carries clouds across the sky, spreading their influence far and wide. This dance is crucial for distributing rain, moderating temperatures, and ensuring that every corner of the enchanted forest benefits from nature's balance of rain, shade, and humidity. Returning to the enchanted forest, Blair shares the newfound knowledge with his friends. Inspired by Blair's tales, the woodland creatures gaze up at the sky with a newfound appreciation. They understand that clouds are not just fluffy decorations, but essential contributors to the harmony of their wonderful home. The story concludes with Blair and his friends enjoying a beautiful sunset, grateful for the amazing work of clouds and wind that sustains their wondrous world. Snuggled and warm in his nest, Blair is filled with gratitude for the clouds. He sings a joyful and gentle goodnight to his forest friends, drifting into dreams of peaceful adventures under the night sky. In a beautiful home on top of a great cliff by a vast seaside, there lived a lovely family who adored their beach house. The family was comprised of a caring mommy, a curious daddy, and their wonderful children, Shelley and Finn. Every day they would gather around, sitting on the porch, and talk about the sea, its tides, the fantastic creatures that called it home, and the many visitors it received. They engaged in animated conversations with the crabs that scuttled along the shore and collected starfish and seashells in various shapes, sizes, and colors. Their fondest memories included moments of awe when dolphins appeared on the other side of the great cliff, demonstrating their grace, beauty, and playful antics while laughing and singing to them. One beautiful evening, Shelley and Finn eagerly came to their parents with puzzled expressions on their faces. "Mommy, Daddy, Shelley asked. "Why haven't we seen our friendly dolphins in a while?" Daddy smiled warmly and replied, "Well, children, let's take a look at the sky. Do you see the full moon shining up there?" Shelley and Finn nodded, their eyes wide with curiosity. "That's why, my dears. You see, the moon, it plays a magical role in our ocean. Its gravity pulls the water, creating the tides that make the sea go in and out." Mommy chimed in, "And you know what? The moon not only controls the tides, but also influences the winds, making the ocean an ever-changing wonder." Excitement danced in Shelley's eyes as she looked out to the sea. "But Daddy, look, the sea has gone back so much today. It's left so many different seashells and loads of starfish. Why does it do that?" Daddy chuckled. "That, my dear, is called a low tide. When it happens, the sea retreats, revealing all sorts of treasures and secrets. It's like a gift from the sea. When the tide is low, you can see more of its hidden wonders." Finn's face lit up with understanding, and he asked, "And when the tide comes back in, does it take the treasures away?" Mommy nodded. "Exactly, Finn. When the high tide returns, it covers the shore again. But don't worry, it brings new gifts every time." The family spent the day exploring the wonders of the beach, collecting seashells and marveling at the starfish, all the while understanding the rhythm of the sea, the moon, and the tides. As the sun began to set, casting hues of orange and pink across the sky, Shelley and Finn felt grateful to have learned something new and exciting. They listened to the soothing lullaby of the waves and, with hearts full of wonder, knew that the magic of the sea was always there, ready to share its secrets whenever they returned. Underneath the starry sky, the children were tucked into bed with smiles on their faces, feeling the gentle sway of the sea's rhythm in their dreams. Their parents whispered, "Good night, my dear ones. May you always be filled with curiosity and wonder for the treasures the world holds. Sleep well and dream of many more adventures by the seaside."